What's up, people? Once again, it's your boy, the Black Cobra, with your gadgets, your games, and your gear. Is it true? Did we finally find the next generation car charger that we've been looking for? I don't know. Let's find out. The next generation charger is finally here. The Lincoln has definitely done it for me. This bad boy alleviates the need to carry multiple chargers for multiple devices. It's got 2 ports, so either one or the other is going to give you what you need. The next generation in car chargers is a lot to say. But this little guy right here has a lot of specs, so let's just open it up, check them out. Now, obviously, open them up, there's nothing much going on here. You open the package, you got the car charger, that's all you need. So, you know, that's the end of it. It's not the packaging, it's what's inside. This little guy has got 63 watts of power. It also has the Qualcomm 3.0 fast charging capabilities. It's got the USB-C port as well as the regular USB-A port. Now, the good thing about this is that it doesn't just have the ports, because I've had a couple others that I thought I was going to be able to utilize for what this thing does, and they didn't quite live up to it. Now, I've seen others that say they have fast charging with the USB-A port. Now, those of us who have all these different devices and you try to charge them all the time and you realize that there is a difference. Now, this one has it has USB Type-C with power delivery 2.0 and USB-A Qualcomm quick charge 3.0. Now, all of that is to say that this bad boy will charge my MacBook Pro that I just got, the 2017 version. It'll charge the Google Pixel, the iPad, the newest iPad. It'll charge iPhone 10. It'll charge the iPhone 8. It'll charge the Android, the Nintendo Switch. It'll charge anything you got USB-C that needs a lot of power. This bad boy is gonna do it. And I'm gonna tell you why. This bad boy has super compatibility. I'm gonna read you some of the specs. This has USB Type-C output, USB power delivery 2.0. It's got 5 volts at 3 amps, 9 volts at 3 amps, 12 volts at 3 amps, 15 volts at 3 amps, 20 volts at 2.25 amps, 45 watt max on that. It's got USB-A output, quick charge 3.0, and that's 3.6 to 6.5 volts at 3 amps, 6.5 to 9 volts at 2 amps, 9 to 12 volts at 15 amps with an 18 watt max power. Now, all of those, you heard them all, the amperage is high. Now, some of these chargers and plugs that you buy, whether it be for in the house or in the car, a lot of them, they end up with a 1 amp charge. They end up with something that is so low it just barely makes the cut. So yeah, it'll charge your device as long as you shut your device down, as long as you power it off or close the screen or don't do anything. But the power that this thing kicks out, there's enough there that not only can you use your device while you're charging it, but you can fast charge 2 devices and still be utilizing them. This bad boy right here, it packs a punch. You know, charging it faster saves you time, and the whole point to this is to get it done. Now, I know I'm not the only one that has taken a car charger, brought your cable to the car, plugged your device up, get to where you're going, and you're upset because you still don't have any power. You have either the same amount of power because you still had it on, either giving you Google directions or using the maps in the iPhone or playing music through your car or whatever you're doing on your phone, and you plug it up and you're like, okay, I'm gonna have juice when I get there. And then you get there to find out you got no juice. The same 5% you had when you plugged it up is the same 5% you got now. And yes, it maintained barely, but it only did that and it kept you exactly where you want. You want some power, you want some kick, you want something that's gonna get you what you need from where you start to where you finish. So when you plug it up and when you take it out, it's gonna have more power than it did when you plugged it up. Otherwise, what's the purpose? What's the use? Now, there's a couple of things obviously we wanna make sure that you guys are clear on. There's the cable, okay? This is the charger itself. Now, if you wanna get that fast charge, that amperage that you need, you still need the right cable. You can't use the cheap low watt cable or the cheap $2.99, $3.99 cable that you bought and expect that you're gonna get a fast charge. You still need a good cable to get it, and that's what some people fall short. Now, if you're using the USB-A and you're trying to get that Qualcomm quick charge, you can't get that with any old cable. You can't just, and some of the devices, also some of the cables I've seen, and I know you guys have seen them by now too, that because the USB-C is the new thing, they'll have a USB-A converted to a USB-C on the other end, and you're like, oh, I'm all set, I can do my fast charging. Not necessarily. You gotta remember, you gotta have the right cable. The cable has to be a quality cable in order to, and you have to check the specs on it, okay? But that's a whole nother video. Anyway, this bad boy right here, this is going to give you the power you need. As long as you have the cable you need and the device that you have is going to accept the quick charge, this bad boy is going to zap it fast for you, okay? So this is the one card charger to charge them all. Now, if you had a conversion cable and you want to convert that to USB-C, that's fine. But you don't have to, because the USB-C is also here. This was the first one I've ever had that allowed me to charge my MacBook Pro, the 2017 edition, and I was very happy to see that it actually worked. Because some things you buy them and they say all these things on the box and you're like, oh yeah, it's gonna do this, it's gonna do that, but this bad boy delivered, and that made me happy. Now, another thing we have to think about is protection. You gotta make sure you're protected, and this does. It protects you from overpower, overcurrent, and protects you from short circuits, and it keeps your devices safe. This is important because, yeah, you want the power, but you don't want the power to hurt your device. And this thing is intelligent as well, okay? That's part of its charm. Another small thing that some people get upset about and others could care less, but is the LED. The LED on this thing is so tiny that it will not get in your way. It will not blind you. It will not upset you. It will not distract you while you're driving. It's so tiny, it's just enough to know that it's on. It's like the size of a pinhead. So I appreciate the fact that they didn't, because some of them, they have the big ring around them or the big light flashing, blink, blink, so you know, I don't need all that. And I've heard others say the same thing. So if you're like me and you don't need all that, then this is another reason that it's probably the one for you. Have we finally found the holy grail of car chargers? So there you have it. There you go. Next generation car charger is here. That's just me saying it though. If you want to check it out for yourself, go ahead, check in the description below. I'll make sure I put a link there so that you can jump on and get it. Not only on Amazon, of course, that's where I ordered mine, but you could also, if you're on Facebook, I'll throw a link to the link on page on Facebook as well, so you can go there and check out some of their other products. I'm very happy with this company so far, and I'm expecting big things from them. So there you have it. The link on 63 watt next generation car charger with USB Type-C and quick charge Qualcomm 3.0. I hope this has helped you out, help you make a decision, because I know that's what YouTube does. Every time I'm thinking about something, I scroll through to see what other people think and see if it's something that's gonna help me. So I hope that this has helped you make a decision. I hope that this will help you out. If so, go ahead and leave a comment down below. If not, even if it doesn't, if it's not for you, that's fine too. Leave a comment down below. If you know one that is better than this, if you know one that has worked better for you, then let me know. This once again has been your boy here with your gadgets, your games, and your gear. If you like the energy here and you like what I'm doing, go ahead and pop that like button, hit the subscribe, hit the bell so you can be notified when I make new videos, and stay tuned for more gadgets, games, and gear. Till next time, peace.